Welcome everyone to another NEAT's 2-Minute Tuesdays. I am your host, Ramón Hernández, NEAT AT Specialist. This is a special video because we are going to put this video onto NEAT's November newsletter. And the reason I am going over this specific tool is because November is actually Family Literacy Awareness Month. So any tool that has to do with family literacy or literacy in general is a tool that's going to be on that newsletter. So I thought it would be perfect to use to show you the tool Epic Books. Epic Books is widely known, huge database of books, either read out loud to you, audio books, just regular books that you can flip through. So I just want to show you real quick some of the features within Epic Books. Also to note that families can get their own account, and then schools can get accounts as well. And then the student will be able to have it, and it's licensed based on that. All right, we are in the home page of Epic Books. As a teacher, because this is a teacher account, I can go over here to the Apple in the bottom, and as you can see, there I am, Teacher Hernandez for the day. So what else we have, and so for you, that's where your student would go. And so as you can see, we're on the home page, which is kind of like the spotlight. This is where you're going to see a lot of the new books that have just come out, or new comics, or whatever it is, or for you, whatever that may be. Then over here, right next to for you, you're going to see favorites. So if there are a bunch of books that you just cannot stop reading and you love to reread and reread and reread them, you can put those there, and I'll show you how to select it as a favorite. We also have comic books. So there are just people here that just love comic books. So you can see some of them say read to me and some don't. Read to me is the next tab, and it's basically books that you can flip through that'll also read. And I'll show you that in a second. Then we have read to me. So again, let me show you some of that read to me. So we'll go over here to CC. And as you can see, it's already playing. And so
CC, A Fairy's Tale. Number 1, Believe Your Eyes.
So as you can see, it reads out everything. I can then, swipe to the next page. And as you see, I'll press play again. Oops, sorry. I'll press play again, and
I'm going to miss you, Dad.
Remember, even if I don't live here anymore.
So something I want to note about what you're seeing in Read to Me versus when I show you audiobooks is that Read to Me, yes, is very emphasized, like there's a lot of acting to it, yes, but the difference between the audiobooks is with the audiobooks, you'll have more of a setting, meaning, there'll be music in the background, and there can be sound effects from different things that you might not get in the Read to Me. I'm sorry, the audiobooks will have that, not the Read to Me. So if you press down on the screen, you'll see that there's a heart up at the top left. That is where you press it to go to your favorites. So you'll see I'll press it, and it says down at the bottom, add it to your favorites. Amazing. So if I X out of this and go over to my favorites, once it loads, 1 second. I don't even have a lot of favorites. I don't know why it's taking so long. That's okay. It will be there, essentially. Okay, and so then also we have videos. So Epic Books likes to put out a lot of videos about different things. You can see pets, sports, art, science, adventure. Really look through those. Then you have your audiobooks. Now, remember what I said. With the audiobooks, you have a lot more acting in it, but as well, you can scroll through the book. So as you can see, if I press onto this, it just shows, it shows the details, how long it would take, so 5 hours, the age range, and the level of reading. So that's the only thing with audiobooks. But some students that aren't going to look at the book anyways, or maybe can't read but they love listening to audiobooks, that would be perfect for them. I wanted to show you the search feature as well real quick. So let's get out of this. So With the search feature, you can look up, any of those tabs that I just mentioned. But let's type in dino. We'll look for dinosaur, and then we'll clear this as well. But I do want you to know that you can select the different ages. So I'm gonna say my student is 4 years old. So I want to look for books that a 4-year-old would be able to read, and my student is, let's say A through D. Let's see if we find any. And yes, okay, so I found some books here, reading level A through D, and in age level 4. So now I can go into here and I can look at the book. Now, as you see, there's no play or pause button at the bottom. That's because this is not a read to me book, but I can still scroll through and we can still read it with the students. All right. And then you're also seeing, I don't know if you saw that, but at the top, there's this little question mark box. I think those are quizzes. Yes, they are. So you can also take quizzes by Mrs. Silva. So, we'll start the quiz. Let's just see what happens real quick. And then it'll ask you questions about the story. So we'll exit that quiz. And that's essentially it. You can create your own library, like I mentioned before. And that's Epic Books. It's an amazing tool, and I love it. It's one of my favorites that I always suggest to students when doing AT evaluations. So thank you so much for listening and learning. I will see you in the next 2 minutes.